Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? And we are back with another episode of TFTC Sports of the 2024-2025 NFL season. Man, week 2 was crazy. I don't know about y'all,
We're still undefeated.
There was a lot of upsets. Plus, outside of football, UFC, it was sad. Grasso lost. My boy Sugar Sean lost.
It was embarrassing.
It's all good, though. We're going to get started with this week's episode, though. But before we get started, my fault, make sure you stop what you're doing and go to the App Store and download the app Prize Picks.
Prize
Picks.
Now, Prize Picks, for the rest of the month of September, there's a free square with Caleb Williams. All he needs to do is just complete one pass.
That's
and
it?
you win. But as soon as you download Prize Picks, use promo code PRAWWPQJ4. Prize Picks, you can bet on any sports you want, including video games such as Call of Duty as well. And you can either double dip, triple dip if you even need to. Just combine any sports. Prize Picks, it just makes the game so much more fun to watch. And to be honest, I prefer doing that than just betting on a book, because betting on a book, most of the time you have to bet on the whole team.
True.
But with Prize Picks, your team can lose and you can still end up, hitting your bet as long as they hit their player projections. But this week, we're going to use that free square on Caleb Williams. You just need to complete one pass. For the Thursday night matchup, we got Bryce Hall over 4.5 receptions. Ramondre Stevenson, we're going to go ahead and use that Red Demon. All he needs to do is score a touchdown.
It's easy.
Ramondre Stevenson has been balling out, 2 touchdowns the past 2 games. And then on rushing yards, we're going to take Alvin Kamara over 68.5.
I pray he don't get that.
Going against Philly. I mean, Philly, the past 2 weeks, they have not been good with their run defense. And then last but not least, Brock Bowers, over 46.5 going against Carolina Panthers. I expect him to soar over that. But yeah, that's going to be my Prize Picks slip. And go to the app, download Prize Picks, and use that promo code on the board. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's
episode. So you already know, man. We already started off with the undefeated teams that's 2-0. We're going into week 3. So we're looking at all the undefeated teams. We got Tampa, we got Steelers, Saints, Vikings, KC, Texans, Seahawks.
Why are we talking about the undefeated teams and when we're not talking about the undefeated hosts? Chico got Chico 2 times. Undefeated in bets, 3-0 in bets. I want to go over our stats real quick. I'm 12-6 in my big game picks. And then Seth and Jesse are tied at 11-7 in their big game picks, 1 game behind me. But currently, Jesse is 2-1 in his big game bets, and Seth is 0-3. You got time to turn it around, Seth.
You know what's funny though? What's funny though?
What?
That Jay and Gavin, they don't want to bet though. Like they don't want to do Prize Picks. They don't want to bet on the books.
We want the guaranteed wins.
Why don't you grow a pair? Download Prize Picks. And this
I got to download Prize Picks. I mean, we know we stay winning. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, if my record's anything like this, then Prize Picks should make me rich, man.
Hey, for real, Gavin, I want you to try Prize Picks this week.
We're going to do Prize Picks this week. We'll let us know the results. But out of these teams, which teams are pretenders, which teams are contenders? We got the Bucks, the Steelers, the Saints, the Vikings, Kansas City, Texans, Seahawks, Chargers, and the Buffalo Bills. We'll just go one by one. The Bucks, you feeling like they're a real deal or are they fake?
Oh, they're a real deal. They're the real deal, Holyfield, man. You can't bet against Baker Mayfield because he's just been launching that thing. The wide receivers have been doing the thing. The defense is amazing. They had 2 picks last game. Unbelievable. But next one we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they contenders or pretenders?
We're contenders.
Well,
we're undefeated. We're going to beat the Chargers this week, so that's already taking 1 undefeated.
That's something that I'll bet on. I'll bet you lunch on that.
Oh, we will. We will when we get to that game. There's going to be bets galore.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm feeling confident in the Steelers. Fields has shown that he could step up, and, Russell's been injured. And so, we're going.
He stepped on a Tonka toy.
On a what?
He stepped on a Tonka toy. He ain't really hurt.
No. At least he didn't get to it. He's still alive. He's still working, but Fields is a great game manager. And in both games, in week 1 and week 2, he had a handful of big plays taken away.
Next game
where he could have got some.
My thing about the Steelers is just like, I mean, their defense is only going to be able to do that for so long.
Exactly.
The offense is going to have to show up. I mean, the run game has not been great.
You know they haven't scored over 20 yet.
Pickens, I mean.
They don't need to.
They have to.
They might be the 2016 New York Giants.
They're doing it. They're going all the way. But then we also got to talk about the New Orleans Saints.
Derek Carr and the Saints, man, are they pretenders? Are they pretenders? They've been averaging 40 points or more in the past 2 games.
Their defense is really good, but I feel like
it's a fluke.
They're like the Steelers, but
on what side?
A better quarterback.
Carr?
And better receivers.
And better running back.
He's been cut.
They have a better everything.
He's been
Alvin Kamara's way better than Najee Harris. Najee Harris hasn't even broke 85 yards yet this whole season.
Their offensive line is better, though.
Who's?
New Orleans. Pittsburgh's offensive line is still young, but I mean, Alvin Kamara is more of a gadget guy, in my opinion.
Go gadget.
But he has done good on the game on the ground though. Mm-hmm. He has done better so far. Let's see if he can do that the rest of the season without getting hurt.
Let's see about the Vikings. You already know the Vikings pretenders.
I'm gonna say the Vikings. My bad to cut you off. I'm gonna say the Vikings are legit because Kevin
Pretenders.
O'Connell, their head coach.
Their
head coach. That's why he's
Justin Jefferson just had a scary injury.
Yeah, I know.
And so he may be questionable or hurt this next game.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
That's true, but
that's all you got.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're pretenders just because he got hurt, though.
Pretenders.
Okay,
look what they were doing last year with Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins and who? Was Justin Jefferson? Was he?
Yeah, he played. Well, he got hurt, but he played.
Exactly.
And they were doing good.
We're going to see.
I would say that,
I got Vikings as pretenders.
I thought they were pretenders, but
they may be
got
good.
them as maybe contenders.
What about Kansas City Chiefs? Is Kansas City Chiefs contenders?
You know that they got the Swifty magic, the Swifty power. The NFL is going to help them win games that they shouldn't have won.
Facts.
So they got the extra support. They're going to be contenders no matter what.
I only watched a little bit of the Chiefs and Bengals game because I was at lunch with my mom, so
it was
I wasn't
embarrassing.
Really too much. You know what I mean? As we were eating, we looked at a little bit of it, but I didn't really.
We're going to talk about
Most
that.
people, said they
Then we got the Texans, man.
Contenders.
The Texans
I'm going to say they're contenders, but
CJ
Stroud didn't have the best game.
He'll get better.
His defense, along with Caleb Williams being an inexperienced rookie quarterback, also played a role in it. But
I blame the wide receivers.
The Texans, they're not bad. I mean, I do buy the Texans.
Okay.
I like CJ Stroud. He didn't have the greatest game, but his defense came through for him. Mm-hmm. So that's why I buy the Texans, because I feel like if CJ Stroud is having bad games, the Texans defense is going to be able to help him.
We're going to
overshadow that.
Now the Seahawks.
Am I right or am I wrong? Sunday night's game. He didn't have the best game.
Yeah. No,
I mean, he didn't have the.
But I do buy the Texans though.
Yeah, I buy the Texans as well.
And if I ever move to I'm in Texas. If I ever move to Houston,
I'm gonna go to a game.
I'd probably be a Texans fan if I ever moved to Houston.
Next, we got the Seahawks. Do y'all believe contenders or pretenders? Do y'all believe in Geno Smith?
I believe
it's too soon, man.
I believe in Geno Smith, but I don't believe in their whole team. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say I believe in Geno, but they're pretenders.
Okay. Moving on, we got the Chargers. But
I will say though, Njigba and Metcalf ate.
Yeah, they did eat that. That was a nasty ball.
They both ate.
Yeah, they did do crazy that past game. Then we got the Chargers. You got
contenders.
I got them as pretenders.
No, because Harbaugh, they're making do is what they got, dude. I mean, J.K. Dobbins. I mean,
they was doing
arguably, he just couldn't stay healthy, and look what he's been doing there, Gavin, compared to what he did.
He might be the best running back in through the first couple weeks.
All right,
in the whole league.
Maybe
he didn't do that in Baltimore.
He definitely didn't. And then the next one, we got the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen and them. Are they contenders? Are they gonna make it all the way this year?
No.
They're gonna get it deep in the playoffs, and then they're gonna lose like they always do.
What?
Or they're gonna just start losing.
I can see that.
They're gonna lose. Yeah.
They start losing, and then they get hot, and then they mess it up.
They're gonna win one playoff game, and then lose the next one.
They're gonna be a roller coaster, bro.
And then we
come. I would say. November.
Come November, okay.
They start crashing a little bit.
I can see them start crashing. I mean, but they definitely gonna win. They're definitely gonna win the division. I don't see nobody start beating them Patriots, Dolphins, or
that's true. I mean, they'll win the division, even though that division's not very good.
Jets. I mean, unless Aaron Rodgers just pulls a rabbit out. I don't know.
Oh, he's pulling something out.
But I mean, speaking of pulling something out, now we're moving on to the power rankings.
Before we get into the power rankings, I just want to say thank you to the viewers, the TFTC crew audience. We tripled our views from week 1 to week 2. So let's try to keep the views going up week 3. Make sure you're sharing it with your friends, commenting it down below, hitting the like button. That's the best way to help us fight the algorithm and help this show grow. So do that all down below. Put your favorite team down below in the comment section, who you going for. But let's take a look at the power rankings, and they have been massively affected with Tua getting put on the injured reserve list.
Facts.
Dolphins dropped 10 spots, 12 to 22.
Facts, man. That whole Tua situation is just crazy, man. I just hope he gets better. I mean, I did see word out that he was going to be returning back. He's basically not going to retire, even though everybody's saying he should retire.
But how many weeks is he going to be out if he comes back?
Said week 8?
Probably week 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dolphins is cooked.
But I mean, they did sign up somebody off the Baltimore Ravens practice squad. I forgot.
Brad Hundley?
Yeah. They just signed him off the practice squad, so we're gonna see how they do. Maybe I don't know if he's gonna start or what, but moving on to the power rankings, it looks like
disrespectful with the Steelers, undefeated at 16. We should definitely be a top 10 team. I mean,
moved up too.
The Ravens
we're gonna
haven't won a single
Sunday.
Ravens haven't won a single game, and they're at number 8.
I mean, but it's been close games. They've been real close games, and
since he's at 10 and they lost.
Cincy, that was a field.
Are you better than Cincinnati?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Because Joe Burrow's his wrist is broken, and I don't think it's gonna get better.
He can score more points than we're gonna talk about that later.
But the guys on the Chiefs, on the Bengals showed up though.
And they don't got T. Higgins.
Rookies. Yeah,
and T. Higgins not even there yet. So I mean, they gonna get even better. But I mean,
I have no faith in the Bengals.
I mean, yeah, true that he is a Steelers fan, so no faith in the Bengals. I mean, but let's see, we got KC in the same spot.
The Eagles only dropped 2 spots after losing.
It was embarrassing to the freaking Falcons.
Buccaneers up to 6.
Facts.
San Fran moving a couple spots down with their injuries, their key players. Lions staying neutral, Kansas City staying atop, and Texans moving it into the top 3 at number 2. So it's a pretty impressive movement. I think they were high on some teams they should have been lower on.
Yeah, I don't know how the Detroit Lions are 3 right now. They're not better than the 49ers right now.
Or the Bills.
Or the Bills, possibly. I mean, that was a bad loss, guys. I mean, it was a bad loss, Jay.
I give you that.
You can't lose to the Bucs at home.
I mean, but
you got to win those games.
True that, and but at the same time, the 49ers got embarrassed by the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings so bad, they're not even on the list.
Yes, they are.
Or even worse, I can't even see them. They that bad. But I mean,
or maybe the Vikings are just better than who we think they are, bro.
I mean, better than the 49ers that bad?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Deebo Samuels is
hurt
out.
now.
Christian McCaffrey's out. I mean, the 49ers are dealing with injuries, man, but they're not a bad team. Having a little Super Bowl hangover.
I mean, yeah, they may have a little Super Bowl hangover, but if there's anybody on this Week 3 power ranking that y'all surprised about?
Yeah, the Lions,
Ravens, of course.
And the Ravens, and the Steelers not being
Ravens,
lower.
Lions, Steelers. We're cool.
Where should the Steelers be at? Where would you want them at?
Gavin probably wants them at number 3.
No. I'm not like that. I mean, I thought anywhere from like 8 to 12 would have been good, but 16 is disrespectful.
Better than the Saints?
Yes.
No.
We can't score.
In New Orleans.
We're marking the Saints.
Stop.
Oh my God, we gonna see, man. We gonna see about that.
Well, we gonna see what the Saints do this Sunday against.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's get into our weekly picks.
We might as well get into it.
Let's start off with real good _ Doty.
Ooh.
Let's check out his team, the New York Giants, versus the Cleveland Browns.
Chat, gotta understand, we're always gonna cover the Giants because that's my squad. Whether they win or lose, I still ride with them. But this is what we do. We always have to cover each of our teams on the channel. That's just something we gotta do, even if y'all probably don't care about it. That's just something y'all got to deal with. But noon, we play Cleveland Browns. We're on the road. I'm actually going to watch this game. My daughter, my mom.
If it's worth showing off, it's worth protecting.
They're trying to jump in our music. Hold on one second. Go ahead.
But anyways, this matchup, I got the Browns winning. This is going to be an embarrassing game.
You think so?
Yeah, but I'm just grateful to be watching it with my daughter and my mom, so I'm going to have fun with it, even though we're going to lose.
All right.
What you mean they going to, I mean, well, you do, okay, you think they're going to lose? You think you're going to lose? I mean, y'all did pretty good against the Commanders.
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
Nobody kicked 7 field goals to win a game. Come on, let's be real. You really could have won that game.
See, Jay,
that could be 1-1 right now.
Jay's just trolling right now because he wants us to win games so we don't get our quarterback
number 1
for the
draft.
future.
Exactly. Y'all need to get y'all quarterback. Y'all got him. Danny said he got y'all. Y'all need to believe in Daniel Jones.
No, we don't.
He is out here balling. He's out here saving y'all.
Okay, so you got to understand that Danny Dimes is a matchup-dependent quarterback. He does good against bad teams. The Commandos are not a good team.
What?
Every running back this year that goes against the Commanders, have them in all your lineups, guys. For those who play fantasy, those who get on DraftKings, pick up, down, player props, overs, Washington Commandos, run game.
It's amazing.
Defense is going to be terrible.
Run defense may be terrible, but the run game is.
The run game is good, but the run defense is going to be terrible.
Yeah, you're right.
So Devin Singletary is a matchup dependent player. Ain't going to do anything this week unless it's like a blowout or he just gets lucky and breaks loose for one run. But
so what you're saying is
Amari Cooper to have a big day. I think Deshaun Watson.
So you finally believe in Deshaun Watson?
No, I don't. But
what you mean?
The Giants' defense is just terrible.
I mean, yeah, the Giants' defense is okay.
I mean, the Browns are only favored by 6.
Yeah, I mean,
and look at how
we might cover. But the Browns are still gonna win.
Yeah, I can see the Browns win. I mean, the way the Browns,
it could be a blowout.
The way the Browns defense handled the Jaguars last game, 4 sacks and a safety. I mean. And they held Travis Etienne under 52 yards. I mean, you really can't do anything. Only the reason that I think the Giants might win because the Browns still having penalty problems. They had 10 penalties of over 100 yards.
Deshaun Watson sucked, man.
You think so?
I know he sucks, Gavin and Jay, but it's the Giants, bro.
I mean, true.
You can make all the bad quarterbacks look way better than what we're like an illusion, bro.
They are, and then on top of that, right now in the last 8 out of the 9 games, the Giants have lost the road game, and on top of that, Browns is pretty good at home. They was 8-1 last year. They already lost 1 this year. So I mean, they should win this game. I mean, defense is stepping up. I mean, I can't really see Devin really doing much on this front line of the Browns.
No. Don't start Devin Singletary unless you absolutely need to. Malik Neighbors, I mean, you got to start him if he's on your fantasy.
Is Brian on a hot seat? That's the real question.
Not this game, no.
Not this season.
The jury's still out about that.
Jury's still out?
Because I feel like the GM will get fired before he will.
True, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see the GM getting fired before he will. Because I mean, he still got to get his quarterback because they did.
And he shouldn't have let Saquon go.
That was embarrassing. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate embarrassment. But y'all need to comment down below.
Browns.
Let us know who y'all got for this game. Browns or Giants.
I hope the Giants win, but I'm picking Browns because help us in our division.
Yeah, all 3 of us is going to Browns. I mean, the defense is finna smack that.
I know Danny Dimes is getting sacked at least.
You think so?
4 times, yeah. Even though the offensive line played better, but I just feel like the Commanders. I mean,
last game you only got sacked 1 time.
Yeah, because the Commandos just ain't a very good team.
What? I mean, we got. I mean, let me see. The last game the Commanders played Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What they did? They got Baker Mayfield. Yeah, 1 time. Yeah, they not a good.
Exactly.
They ain't got nothing. They got Baker Mayfield 1 time. So
and how much did Baker Mayfield throw week 1?
Oh yeah, he went crazy in week 1. Yeah, that's one thing Baker Mayfield gonna do. Baker Mayfield week 1 threw for 289 and 4 TDs.
And what about the run game? What did Rashad White do? He had at least 17 fantasy points.
Yeah, he had over 17 fantasy points. So I mean, that's what we doing for this game right here. We all going Browns. I mean, comment down below if you picked the Giants and let us know why. But moving on here, man, we got the next game. We got the
game of the week.
The Houston Texans going against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Justin Jefferson, I believe, is questionable due to being injured. But it said on the report that he avoided like serious injury, but he's still questionable. Can you pull up his
the injury report?
Yeah, put up his injury report real quick.
And And for you bettors out there, guys, I would not put any slips in until at least the day before the game.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm thinking the Texans are gonna take this pretty easy. Give me one moment. I'm pulling up the report here. Let's see who is out. All right. Pull this up.
New Mountain Dew Major Melon Rum.
And they're
Punch,
just trying to get us with the music today. But yeah, all right, let me bring us on screen and we can check this out. There you go. So who's it that you were checking on, Seth?
Justin Jefferson.
Let me see.
Guess he's not on the injury report yet.
All right, questionable quadriceps.
Now, if you're the Vikings, do you risk playing him in this game? That's the thing. Because even with a healthy roster, I just don't see them beating the Vikings. I mean, the Texans.
Yeah. Oh, let me see what the spread is here.
Probably like something like -8.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, you know what? They actually got 2.5. They got Houston by only 2.5.
Really?
Yeah. That is crazy. I mean, they're both undefeated, but the Vikings seems a little bit fluky, yeah.
Especially with the questionable Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. I don't know. If I'm the Vikings, honestly, if he's kind of has it like, messing up on him for a while, that's who I would, I would hold him out. Because you need him for the rest of the season. It's a long season. You don't want him getting injured on a game. It is a big game, but at the end of the season, it's not going to really matter if he gets hurt and misses multiple games.
Right.
Then you're really shooting yourself in the foot. I say, you definitely hold him out. We're talking about Justin Jefferson, and I'm thinking that they should hold him out because he's questionable with quadriceps.
Yeah, he has a quadricep injury.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good question.
I'm picking the Vikings.
What? What did I miss? What you do?
Something in my blood just tells me that this is an upset. I just got the upset bug.
Without Justin Jefferson, Gavin?
Even without.
You're tweaking.
No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to tweak with y'all. No, I'm gonna go with Houston. Houston's my final pick.
I'm gonna go with the Texans, but I wouldn't.
It's a rematch. I
wouldn't go crazy like betting crazy on this game.
You don't think? I really wouldn't go betting crazy on this game.
Because this is a game that if you put in all your parlays, could literally like chalk your slip.
You think so?
Slip could get chopped.
But at the same time, I feel like with this, I need the Texans to do more on offense. Nico.
What do you mean? Look at
he killed it, but
Stephon Diggs
did trash.
Week
2 he did trash.
But
week 2 4 catches.
Not gonna be him.
4 catches, 37 yards, 6 targets. If you target you 6 times, you're the best wide receiver. You say you're the best.
No,
he was catching.
He's not the best on.
But
the number one is Nico Collins.
That's not enough targets.
That's not what he talked like,
right?
That's
not enough targets.
And
exactly. You can't do nothing with that amount of targets.
He needs more targets. He ain't catching the ball.
Because that offense is going to go around Joe Mixon and Nico Collins.
And I don't even think Joe Mixon even did good this past game.
I know, but Nico Collins was the guy, though. That's all that matters.
That was one. You can't do like that. Every game you can't have one person doing good and 2 do bad.
He's the number 1, though, bro.
Over Stephon, what? Over Tank. So Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, Nico. Who's number 1?
Nico's the number 1.
Who's number 2?
Stephon.
And then Tank's number. You think
Tank's number 3.
Hey, man.
High end number 3.
We gonna see.
I think if you go to any other team, he'd be number 2. But right now, he's a number. Honestly, they really don't need Stephon Diggs.
You what? I don't know. The Vikings defense is allowing 297 yards the past game. Texans allowed 132. Yeah, I'm going. If I have to go wide receivers, I'm going Texans. Texas finna hold it down. Defense finna lock it down.
So all three
the wide receivers finna go crazy against the Vikings. The Vikings, the cornerbacks can't stop nobody. And like my coach just said, they got 2, Nico and Stephon. They finna ball out. I can see that. And I feel like Joe Mixon's gonna bounce back. Because last game,
Joe Mixon's got a little
injury,
but you gotta understand that Chicago's run defense is good though.
So we're all going Houston?
Some run defenses, Jay, they're good. So just because a player has a bad game doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. It's just you got to understand the run defense, though. And what are other running backs doing against that defense?
True, but at the same time, you do know that Stafford is one of the top sack quarterbacks this year. Last year he got sacked 38 times. Right now he already got sacked 7. CJ, he already got sacked 7 times in the past 2 games. I don't know, man. That pass offensive line ain't looking real good if you keep getting hit.
He's good enough though to make a move out of the pocket
until he get hurt.
But yes, they're gonna have to rely heavy on the run game.
He's not gonna tool himself.
We're gonna go ahead and get it with the next slide.
We're definitely gonna get it on that. But moving on to the next game right here, man. We got my Eagles versus the Saints, man. Now this one, it's gonna be a crazy one. I need the cornerbacks to hold it up. Last game they just played against the Falcons. I mean, the Falcons wide receivers just went crazy. Bijan actually balled out this game also. So the Falcons was balling on all cylinders. And then with Jalen, man, we got to talk about Jalen and his turnovers. He is throwing too many picks. I think last year he threw 15 picks. This year alone, he's already thrown 3 to 4 picks already. So I mean, it's not looking good for him right now. And I mean, yeah, he already threw 4 picks already. Yeah, it's not looking good for him right now. I mean, I need him to step up. I mean, we got Saquon for a reason. We need to start using him. I mean, we need to start using him a lot more. I mean, that pass that he missed, I mean, it's one pass, but that one hurt. That pass hurt.
I mean, Saquon has had back-to-back 100-yard games. So definitely that run game, to me, is a lot better this year than last year. But, yeah, I feel like they need to rely more on the run, especially with A.J. Brown being injured.
Yeah, with the hamstring.
It just takes pressure off Hurts, because also Hurts running the ball all that time. You know, you can risk your quarterback.
Saints are favored by 2.5.
Yeah, because they've been balling out. I mean, the Saints right now, I mean, they're averaging 45.5 points a game. I mean, Derek Carr, he's on the tear. He's tied for almost the most touchdowns this season.
It's gonna be a fun game to watch.
You think so?
I'm rolling with the Saints.
Ooh.
I'm also open to bets.
I'm gonna take the over in this game.
I mean, yeah, the D-line is serious. They got 7 sacks already.
I'll probably go with the Saints.
You think so? I'm going Eagles, man.
You want to bet a margarita?
Eagles is 1-1.
You want to bet a margarita?
I'm betting margarita. Man, I'm going my Eagles win. We not finna lose back-to-back games.
And you can't say I didn't say it this time. Because the one time we made a bet and he's like, you didn't say it.
Why'd you do Saints plus 5, Gavin?
No.
Plus 3.
No.
I mean,
straight up.
Plus 3.
Yeah, give me the Saints plus 7.
Sure.
Nah.
No. The Saints is already good. I mean,
do the Saints minus 7.
No. Straight up. Straight up for a margarita.
We do straight up. We ain't doing no points, man. We going straight up, man.
Chacho's
I got faith in my team, man. I think we gonna hold up. We gonna do something. But I mean, these cornerbacks is horrible. I mean, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns they gave up. It's just hard. They need to keep Carr off the field. And I mean, we got Saquon and Jalen Hurts, so we got what we need to do to keep him off the field.
It was so awesome watching Saquon after he backstabbed the Giants basically lose the game for the Eagles by missing a middle school level catch. So shout out to Saquon for having the Mrs. Butterworth's fingers on the field.
Man, I guess so. But I mean, with this game, I'm going Eagles. He going Saints. You going Saints. We bet on it. Who you going? Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Saints.
Bet him Smoothie King.
Disrespectful today,
man. I don't want to bet on
Y'all just disrespectful today.
I'll let you know the game I want to bet on.
I want my Eagles shirt for a reason, and we going to win it, man.
It's the first time you worn it.
You're a hater. But moving on, man. We got the next game here, man. Next game, we got the Steelers versus the Chargers.
This is a game I'll bet on.
We're winning by 20.
I got the Chargers in this game.
All right. What, you want to bet a Smoothie King?
Think so?
Chipotle? Actual Chipotle, though.
Chips and cheese.
Yeah, actual Chipotle.
Chipotle
he went the bowl and everything. You want none of that regular stuff?
I want 2 orders.
Let's bet
chips and cheese.
What?
Let's bet a cheat meal, like
a cheat meal with a salad.
Something.
Yeah. What the? Let's go.
I guess, man. Yeah.
We're winning our first home game of the season.
Oh,
the
Lord.
terrible towels are gonna be going. Fields is finally gonna pick up the offense.
Noon?
I'll pull it up right here. Let's see.
I mean, so while he's looking that up, and we're gonna talk about the Steelers, man. The Steelers right now still aren't playing.
It should be a primetime game, bro.
They're still not playing Russell. They're still going with he's injured, and I feel like they're gonna keep saying he's injured until Justin Fields loses his first game. Once he loses his first game, they're gonna go back to Russell. I mean, right? Yeah, I feel like
they gotta lose like 2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row, give him a chance. Yeah. It depends how bad he does.
Yeah, if he has like 5 picks, then he's cooked.
He has like 3. I think if he throws like 3 picks against the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers defense.
It's a noon game. They're playing in Pittsburgh, and what is the spread? Steelers are favored by 1.5 points.
Got Chargers.
I think I'm gonna have to go Chargers again because I mean Steelers ain't really doing anything. Like I said before, man, the Steelers can't reach 20 points.
It's really because of like penalties. Like the last game, like they had so many holding calls where they get a 30, 25 yard play. And
also Najee,
they call it back.
And Najee can't crack it. Najee can't pass 71 yards to save his life. The past 2 games, he's hit 70,
they
60,
need
70 yards.
to be giving Warren more runs. He was coming back off of a hamstring injury, and he's definitely going to get a lot more touches. I mean, Fields had 117 yards, 1 touchdown. He did get sacked twice. He had a 97 passer rating, which is great. Najee only had 69 yards. Warren only had 42, but he only had 9 carries, where Najee had 17. So I think getting Warren back up to speed will definitely help our running game. Fields only ran for 27. I feel like he was a little more conservative with his legs. So hopefully he's back to running.
And I feel like the Steelers they need a official number 1 and number 2 target wide receiver because they got Pickens, but the next person they got is Pat Freiermuth. That's the next person they target. They target him the most out of everybody, and he's not gonna win you in the games. You're not the Kansas City Chiefs. He's not Kelsey, so you need to find. He's
not
somebody.
Kelsey, but he has Pro Bowl potential.
Everybody has Pro Bowl potential.
And Warren's a pretty good receiver out of the backfield too.
Tight end.
What's bad to you? But what's bad? Oh my God! Everybody needs more volume.
With like 2 catches, that's bad.
Pickens only got 2 receptions and 29 yards, but I was saying he had 3 or 4 other catches where he was getting 20, 30 yards a clip, but there was a random holding call on each one, so they all came back. So, and that happened in week 1 as well. So hopefully,
hopefully this is his breakout game.
Yeah, this is Pickens' breakout game, and he can get some.
Freiermuth?
Yeah, but, I mean it's a breakout game, but I mean this game's gonna.
You said you talking about George Pickens?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant talking about Freiermuth.
No. We were just before.
But the Chargers have good they have good cornerbacks.
They have good cornerbacks. They have a good O-line. I think they've only been giving up at least a sack a game, 2 sacks a game. They're not really giving up that much. And J.K. Dobbins is balling up the best season he's ever had. Right now, he's ever had.
And the Chargers have that next man up mentality.
Big facts.
Yeah, Dobbins has absolutely been killing it. He's had over 100 yards in his first 2 games. He averaged 7.7 yards a carry last game. And Herbert has been doing pretty good. He had 100 passer rating, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have 1 interception. The Steelers are really good at getting interceptions, and with TJ kind of not really having a super breakout game, hopefully he can get a few sacks or a strip sack. The same thing with him. He had a couple big plays, but it was like penalties on the same play, so they didn't get to keep it. That happened in week 1. In week 2, he was actually a little silent, but we'll see if Watt can get back up to form because the defense has been looking great. And, of course, the offense only needs to do just enough, maybe score 1 or 2 touchdowns.
They need to do more than that if they want a championship, the title.
To get Boswell to kick like 5 field goals.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, Lord. We're going to see how that goes. But, yeah, I mean, wait, we got it. Wait, so I'm going Chargers. Chargers.
Steelers.
All right, moving on, man.
And I bet Seth. We bet lunch.
All right, I got y'all. I remember to mark that down. But moving on here, man, we got the next game, man. We got the Miami Dolphins versus the Seattle Seahawks, man. Geno Smith is coming back to the crib. Will he win it? Will he take it home? Or will he take an L? We gonna see, man.
I'm gonna guess in this game. I'm just gonna say Dolphins.
What? What quarterback? Who they got?
I'm just guessing. I just got Dolphins.
Oh Lord. I mean, let's see here.
They're playing in Seattle.
They playing in.
I'm gonna pick Seahawks. Geno Smith's coming up clutch. No Tua. They ain't gonna do nothing to her.
I mean, yeah, they don't got no Tua. I mean, we got to figure out what quarterback's gonna start. I mean, it looks like if anything, the defense is gonna have to win this game. The defense has been doing.
Seahawks are favored by 4.5.
Of course, because they don't know who the quarterback is. I mean,
you want to bet on this game, Coach?
Of course, we can bet this game. I'm going. Who you got?
Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
Seahawks +5.
No, I'm going Seahawks +5. Nah.
Seahawks -2.
Nah, man, I'm going Seahawks also because, I mean, the Dolphins ain't got nobody. I don't really think the defense is going to hold up. The running backs are pretty good for moisture can break for something. I mean, you can't leave Tyreek Hill open even if there's no quarterback there, so you sure can't leave him open. But I mean, Geno Smith right now.
Let Tyreek be the quarterback.
True. I mean, Geno Smith right now is balling out right now. I mean, he's top 6 in QB yards, 498 yards. He only threw 1 pick, so he's doing amazing this year. But the defense needs to step up. They only got like 5 sacks this year. Gave up 185 yards running the game against the Patriots. That's not good at all. So yeah, you can't. If you're giving that up to the Patriots, you can't do that to the Dolphins. I was gonna run y'all over, but yeah, man, I'm going Seahawks. Who you guys?
You said Dolphins.
Seahawks, Dolphins. Y'all bet?
You want to bet on this, Seth?
He said nah.
He just got it for the pick.
He just got it for the pick, man. Moving on, man. We got the next game here. We got Seth Real Talk with Doty. What you got for us, Doty?
So what I got for y'all is I'm going to start off with I'm going to talk about the losers.
Okay.
Now, that's a word that we don't like to throw out, but sometimes we have to. Losers of the week, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson.
The biggest loser.
21 of 34 passing. Even though he had 247 yards passing, his rushing was 5 for 45 yards, 1 TD, 2 sacks, 1 interception, his QBR. But, I mean, Baltimore Ravens, I'm sorry.
Trash team of the week.
That's just pathetic.
Them and the Cowboys.
I mean, Gardner
Listen.
The fact that Gardner Minshew was sacked 5 times, right? 5 times. Y'all still gave up 267 yards to him. 267 yards to him. And, you know, this is a Baltimore Ravens team that a lot of people had high hope for. You go out and you sign Derrick Henry, but once again, the last 4 minutes, he's nowhere to be seen. And it's like, y'all got to figure out, like, is he going to be the workhorse or Hill? I'm sorry, but Hill's not better than Derrick Henry. And Harbaugh said that, you know, Derrick Henry was going to be our workhorse, but we've yet to see it.
Yeah, we
still hasn't had over 100 yards rushing.
Facts.
And what's crazy about this game was Flowers had a good game. He had over 90 yards
10
receiving,
targets.
10 targets, a touchdown too. You know, he even paid tribute to Jacoby Jones, RIP. But I'm just disappointed in the Baltimore Ravens, and you got to win these games.
True.
You cannot lose home games to teams like the Raiders. You just cannot lose games like this.
23.
Those are icing on the cake,
26.
psychological losses that will kill teams.
I've been absolutely loving it. I've been loving Lamar Jackson looking like a bum. I love every week.
Well, his QBR was good. That's the thing about it.
Yeah,
though.
but I like every week sending my friend Steve to let him know that the Ravens have lost again and that the Steelers have won again. So keep it up, Ravens.
Oh, Lord.
Keep losing. Lamar Jackson still keep learning how to throw and throw badly. Keep on trying to prove people wrong and show them that I can do this with my arm and really not do it with your legs. Keep on proving people wrong.
But, I mean, he has to do it with his arm because, I mean, if he does it with his leg, what's the point of having Derrick Henry?
Right.
It makes no sense.
Exactly.
You're paying that money for no reason.
So
yeah, they're just donating with Derrick Henry once again. And my next loser, I'm going to talk about the Indianapolis Colts. Back-to-back weeks, you allowed over 151 yards on the ground. Anthony Richardson, 3 picks, 17 34 with a QBR of 41.8. I mean, positive. Jonathan Taylor had over 100 yards, but your leading receiver can't be Pierce.
Facts.
Who, to me, is supposed to be a number 3. I mean, Pittman's supposed to be the guy. Get him the ball. Like, I'm sorry, you paid Pittman multi-year contract. It looks like you're donating once again. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to sign players to multi-year contracts, then they need to be key focal points to your offense.
Facts.
Pittman's had, less than, 30 yards both games. or maybe 30 yards combined. I don't know, but it just has not looked good. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, had a good game. He just needs to get more volume. He had over 100 yards. You know what I mean? And Gus Bradley, I didn't watch the highlights of this. I just put up the stats, but everyone on Instagram is saying that Gus Bradley needs to get fired because obviously Gus Bradley's scheme is not working. It's hurting the Colts. And he's the defensive coordinator. And I think the way that the scheme is going, they're going to continue to give up big plays on the ground. And Anthony Richardson, you got to play better. I mean, you cannot have bad games like this.
Well,
you can't. And not only that, he killed my fantasy too as well. Like the reason why I lost, but I mean, 3 picks, man. Come on, you're supposed to be the franchise quarterback. Now, this game, this week, is gonna be a big game because if you shit the bed again and have another 3 interception or plus game, then I think the Colts might start getting worried and being like, okay, like, do we have a guy or not?
Should like Bryce Young?
I don't know, man, but
Bryce Young's intrigued.
I got faith that he's gonna turn it around, but and the Packers defense is good. I mean,
facts.
Malik Willis really didn't do much. I mean, Josh Jacobs would literally brought them to win along with the defense. There's the defense and then the Packers run game. But yeah, Anthony Richardson, I expect you to fix things. You better fix things because I was very disappointed in you, and so was the rest of your team and the city as well. My winners, Alvin Kamara, 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 receiving, 20 rushes, 115 yards, 2 catches, 65 yards rushing. I mean, Alvin Kamara, everyone was saying, oh, he's done. He's declining. Well, it doesn't look like it.
Definitely
Doesn't look like it. And what I'm impressed with Alvin Kamara is he's actually doing things on the ground instead of just receiving. Because most people think that he's just a receiving running back, but this year he's getting it done on the ground.
Yep, 39 carries,
very
198.
Impressive. Yes, that's very impressive. So I got
4 touchdowns already.
Yeah, I gotta tip my hat to Alvin Kamara. For those who have him in fantasy, man.
Ooh, let me see.
I'll do whatever I can do to trade y'all. I just can't give up anyone. Like I can't give up Tyreek Hill.
You think he's gonna have a 1,000-yard season? I mean, last season he played 13 games.
I think if he stays healthy, he can. That's what it all depends on.
Yeah,
he's got to stay healthy.
He hasn't had the last time he played 16 games was 2017. He usually played like 14 to 13
because
to 14.
Let's just say if he were to get
13,
hurt,
15 games.
They'd have to rely on, of course, their passing game, which I mean
It's
they have all
good.
the tools. Rashid, what's his name? Raheed Rashid, and Chris Olave finally got more involved. But I got to tip my hat to Alvin Kamara. My next winner is Josh Jacobs. 32 rushes, 151 yards on the ground.
Ooh.
Josh Jacobs single-handedly was the reason why the Packers won. Besides their defense, I mean, Malik Willis was not great. Romeo Doubs, I believe, was the leading receiver, if I'm not wrong. I mean, Jaden Reed didn't have a good game. Christian Watson, nowhere to be seen or found. But Josh Jacobs, I mean, they relied heavy on this run game. Now, what concerns me a little bit is, can he keep this up? Because whenever you run, have 32 rushing attempts, that's a lot, man. There's a lot of wear and tear on the body, especially
already this early in the season.
And it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Definitely not. It's like Ricky Williams back in the day with the Dolphins.
I mean, that's crazy. But, hey, I got to tip my hat to Josh Jacobs. A lot of people were saying that he was a player to fade. Well, some people were, but most of y'all did say that he was going to have a good year. But, yeah, Green Bay, they got their running game going. And
they just need the quarterback
Josh
back.
Jacobs, man, I got to give it to you. And that's all I got.
That's all we got for Real Doty Talk for this week, man. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all check out Prize Pick, because Doty giving y'all the real picks and giving y'all what y'all need to know to get the big bucks in your pocket. But I mean, that gotta sound like some good winners. And the Ravens is losing. I mean, I can't believe they 0-2. But speaking of the Ravens, man, it looks like the Ravens and the Cowboys is playing this week. The 0-2 Ravens versus the 1-1 Cowboys. Cowboys just came off an embarrassing loss against the Saints, 19-44. And the Ravens came out with a loss, 23-26. I mean, it was sad.
And the Cowboys are a +1. No, they're a favorite. favorite.
Cowboys are favorite. I mean,
No, I thought the Ravens were.
I think the Ravens.
I mean, the Ravens definitely need to win this game. I mean,
the Cowboys are home though.
Cowboys are home. Ravens definitely need to win this game, especially Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, it was word that Derrick Henry was finna sign with the Dallas Cowboys, but he didn't end up going with the Ravens. So I feel like he finna ball out this year. I mean, like you said earlier, he hasn't cracked 100 yards this whole season, which is sad. I mean, I need the Ravens to have that same defensive front that they had against the Raiders. They had 5 sacks against the Raiders. They just against the Raiders, even though they lost, they balled out. I need that defense, and also, man, I need Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers, he needs some help out there. He can't be doing all the work. I mean, he the only weapon they really have out there that's doing anything. And let's get to the Cowboys and Cowgirls. I told y'all.
Yeah, the Ravens
Saints,
are favored by 1.5.
Yeah, got your high hopes
I got the
up
Cowboys
for
in this game.
I don't know why. Y'all had your high hopes for them beating the Browns. I told y'all the Browns, you can't win with a backup. You can't do that. And guess what happened? Y'all end up playing this game and y'all got spanked by the Saints. It was just embarrassing. I mean, it couldn't stop anybody. Couldn't stop Alvin Kamara. I mean, I don't know what y'all finna do. I don't know how they finna stop Derrick Henry. I'm definitely going Ravens this game.
Derrick Henry's gonna have a disappointing game.
Who?
With the highest expectations that ain't delivered.
I mean,
so who do you think's gonna bounce back this week? Because they both had embarrassing losses.
I'm gonna say the Cowboys.
I'm gonna say the Ravens just because the Cowboys have got no run game. Can't nobody crack 100
Cowboys are going to
yards.
1-2, or the Ravens going to 0-3. You think?
1-2
or 1-2.
That's definitely not happening, man. I can't see that happen. We can. Yeah, who you got?
I'm picking Cowboys.
You want to bet on it?
No, because they both suck.
I mean, yeah, because the
Cowboys.
I'm
hate
gonna
both
go
teams.
with the Cowboys, but I'm not betting.
I mean, yeah, Cowboys do suck. Their line did.
That'd be the one time that Lamar Jackson would win.
Their line did allow at least 6 sacks against them. So I mean, you know the Ravens finna get to them. The Ravens is definitely known for the defense. I mean, like I said, man, I'm going Ravens. I need y'all to comment down below who y'all picking for this week. It's gonna be a hell of a game. But moving on here. The next game, we got the we got the 49ers versus the Rams.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
You going 49ers?
Cooper Kupp's out.
Cooper Kupp's out. Debo's out. Christian McCaffrey's out. I mean,
49ers got enough firepower, man. They're going to win.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they said Brock Purdy didn't really look good Brock Purdy didn't look good at all that last game.
But, I mean, the Rams haven't really been, they haven't done anything. They're 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, but
Brock Purdy won games last year when McCaffrey was out.
Yeah,
so he's still able. He showed last year that he was able to win whenever some of the other big stars are out. So he's able to carry the load, and especially like he was playing another big team, I would say maybe it would be a toss-up. But with them going against the Rams and the Rams showing nothing so far, I got the 49ers.
And what's going on with Kyren Williams? Kyren Williams can't do anything. I mean, the defense for the Rams, I mean, they can't hit a quarterback to save their life. They're averaging 1.5 sacks, and the run deep, you can basically run on them. The last 2 games combined, 394 yards. It's just basically embarrassing. I mean, even though what's the name is out. Jordan Mason has been balling out. I gotta admit that he has been balling out. So we definitely gonna check that out. I'm going 49ers this game. You said who else?
49ers.
So everybody's going 49ers, man. Moving on here. The next game we have the Cardinals. Surprisingly, Kyler Murray and the Cardinals versus the Lions, man.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
You going with the Cardinals? Oh, you believing? You finally believe? I mean, Kyler Murray finally.
I'm picking the Lions.
Kyler Murray finally put the video game. I mean, he's been balling. He's been balling now. 4 touchdowns, no picks, second best QBR right now. And also the combination of Kyler Murray and James, they averaging 100 yards a game. How you gonna stop that? I mean, it's looking real nice, sweet out here. And then with Jared Goff and the Lions, man, I told you before, man. Jalen Daniels and the Commanders, only reason they came that close to the Tampa Bay is because he can scramble. Goff can scramble. So as soon as that line gets hit, even though he ain't get sacked this game, he got pressure and he threw 2 picks. So that's all they really got to do. They don't even got to get to him. They just got to pressure Goff, and he finna throw picks like he did the last game. So that's why I'm going to Arizona Cardinals. I'm going Arizona Cardinals this game. I mean, I see the Lions coming up with their second loss this season. Back to back.
I'm picking the Lions. I think
this
they'll win.
This one's tough, man.
I wouldn't bet on this game now.
What?
No, I wouldn't.
It's too close. It could go either way.
I mean, hey, man. You could.
Yeah.
The second. I mean, if you really have to think about it, I mean, the Lions really they lost that one game.
It's just Jared Goff, man. That's the thing.
True, it's just Jared, but at the same time, they lost.
They should have beat the Bucks, man.
They should have beat.
And they struggled against the Rams.
True that. I do guys.
So you don't know who's going to show up.
Yeah, I don't.
The
I mean,
Lions,
I think Kyler Murray's been playing good.
Mm-hmm. And you said it was. But what last was the coaching? What about the coaching?
That's the thing. Yeah, but even with the coaching, Jared Goff just hasn't been. He's a liability, man.
You think so?
I know so.
I mean, there you have it. I mean, ain't just comment.
And then the Lions' defense hasn't been the best. It's gonna be a shootout. Let's put it that way.
I mean, they just came up with 5 sacks.
I would definitely take the over. In this game.
They just had 5 sacks against Baker.
Yeah, but they still lost.
True.
And Baker still had a good game.
Yeah, he did go crazy.
Exactly.
I won that bet too. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, we gonna see. But moving on here,
I go Cardinals.
You got the Cardinals. Next game here, we got the Jets versus the Patriots. Aaron Rodgers. Now,
Thursday night game.
This is the Thursday night game. I mean, with the Patriots have been surprising me. Steve, what's his name? The running back for the Patriots is
Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre Stevenson has been balling out. I feel like he's been the real reason carrying the quarterback. Gerard Mayo has really been trying to turn around his team. I mean, now that they don't have Bill Belichick, but Aaron, you like to go with the Jets? Aaron Rodgers finally going.
Yeah, but I got the Patriots covering though. But I got the Jets.
I'm
going with the Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with the Jets. I don't.
Jets win by
that's the Thursday night game.
Yep, I don't see. What did I think the Patriots just.
They're playing in MetLife.
But I mean that's gonna be a crazy game. It's not really that far from each other, so I mean it's gonna feel like a home game. It can maybe feel like a home game. I didn't even see that game. I don't even think. But yeah, man, I'm going Aaron Rodgers with this one. I definitely got to go Aaron Rodgers. He's a veteran quarterback. I don't think Gerard Mayo.
Jets are favored by 6.5.
Yeah, I don't think Gerard Mayo got the game plan right now to beat Aaron Rodgers unless the defense don't show up. I definitely got this going on, get this for a win. But moving on here, man, I got the next game. We have the Buffalo Bills versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this game right here, Josh Allen's still out here doing it all. I mean, last game, they just killed the Dolphins. Cook was going crazy. I think Cook had 4 touchdowns that game. 3 or 4 touchdowns, balled out.
Got Bills.
I got Bills this game. I mean, but Trevor Lawrence as ETN needs to step up. I remember ETN didn't even hit 100 yards last game. I don't know. The Giants just aren't looking like they're supposed to look like anymore. I mean, they may be going backwards. I think, but who you got this game?
I'm picking the Bills.
So he going.
Trevor Lawrence has, I think, the 3rd longest active losing streak in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think he's on a 7 or 8 game losing streak.
Ooh.
So I don't think that changes. They're playing against the Bills that are undefeated in Buffalo. Allen's been killing it. I don't expect anything less. Jacksonville looks like they have a decent team, but they're just not on the same page. And with that 7 game losing streak, as much as I like Sunshine and Trevor Lawrence and going for him, I don't think they have a chance this game.
And the fact that, like, once again, Trevor Lawrence is doing everything he can not to get Christian Kirk involved. And
True.
Thompson, Brian Thompson?
Jr.?
Yeah, he's not better than Christian Kirk. Like, I'm sorry. Kirk's your best receiver. Get him the ball or trade him. It's that simple.
Facts, is that simple. Oh, man. We moving on.
But
But
they're not better offense when Kirk's not involved.
You don't think
or
so?
Travis Etienne. No.
But we gonna see. We gonna see how this goes. But that's our picks, man. I'm going Buffalo.
Because how's it worked out?
Who?
When Etienne and Kirk isn't involved.
But Bixby.
Yeah, but how's the Jags overall? They're not very good.
Yeah, the Jags overall aren't good. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, the Jags overall aren't good. But moving on, man, we got the rest of the games this week. Some of the games we didn't talk about. So what we got?
Like the Panthers, Raiders, that barn burner.
That's gonna be Raiders money line.
Raiders gonna win that one. We got
Falcons and Chiefs. I mean, I'm gonna go.
Chiefs should win.
Chiefs
I'm
should
gonna say
win
the Falcons are gonna cover, but the Chiefs are gonna win.
What about the?
I don't know. That game could go either or because Falcons, they got the momentum.
True. What about Bears Colts? I got Bears Colts. I got the
Well,
I got
Anthony
Bears.
Richardson
Colts.
has to show up.
I don't think Anthony Richardson's gonna show up this game. We'll have another.
We covered Bucks
pick.
Broncos, right? Or no?
No, I got Bucks.
I got Bucks. Yeah,
I got
Broncos
Bucks.
are trash teams.
Yeah, Bo
so
Nix,
that's not really
he's
much
still
to
getting
talk
his
about
feet
there.
wet.
And Monday night, the Commandos versus the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals. Yeah.
Bengals need to finally
and
get a
then
win.
Tennessee and Green Bay. I'm going. Oh my God! I mean, Malik Willis going back to Tennessee. It's a rematch.
Tennessee's trash.
I'm gonna go Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay that
Green Bay.
Look at
game.
their defense.
Let's see. We did that. We did that one. That one. All right, perfect. Yeah, that's all of them. I mean, that's the full week 3 of NFL picks. I mean, hopefully y'all like the picks. Y'all like our choices. Y'all like the reasons why we picked them. Make sure y'all sign up for Prize Picks, man. If you're trying to get some money in your pocket, sign up for Prize Picks. It's the only way. Once again, here are the picks. And make sure you use this code PRAWWPQJ4. That's the prize pick code to use. Also, man, check out with my codes Pigman, Caleb Williams, Bryce Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Alvin Kamara, Brock Bowers. I mean, it's looking like he gonna hit. It's like he might win 1,000. He might win 1,000. But hey, you know what this is. It's your boy.
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you're checking out our podcast. We just dropped that today.
Yep.
We do a weekly podcast, Tales from the Crib. We also clip it out, TFTC clips. This show, the big topics get clipped, so you can watch the NFL show chopped up as well on TFTC clips. Check out TFTC Gaming, and we also check out music over on Crib Reactions. Check out Crib Reactions. Seth's got his own channel, realgood_Doty.
Yeah,
So
make sure to follow me on Instagram,
Yep.
realgood_Doty. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Real Good Doty as well. Daily motivation on Instagram, and also personal development on the YouTube channel as well.
Exactly. And if you want to see them gains, you want to get your mind right, man, make sure you check out Real
Oh,
Good
yeah, we got some
Doty
commenters.
Instagram
Hey, is
page.
Seth going to start a fitness YouTube?
Ooh, they said they want to see the
Seth
games.
lifts.
They said they want to see how you get it done.
And then just to let y'all know, guys, on October 27th
Is
will be
what?
my first jiu-jitsu tournament.
Ooh, we finna come on with that W.
Support your boy.
Exactly, man. Support our boy Real Good _Doty.
Support us by commenting, and subscribing.
And every
Exactly.
Wednesday at 9 a.m. we drop our videos.
Facts. Sometimes sooner
For
than
sports.
that. But you already know, man.
Hit the
It's
super thanks if you really love us.
Exactly.
If you just want to donate to us, hit the super thanks down below.
All right, but it's TFTC Sports, man. Home of the best sports pick. Home of everything you need to know about sports. See you later. We love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Let
We'll
the
see you
beat
next
drop.
week, guys. Mwah.
Mwah.
Mamma mia.
It looked like Marab kissing Sean's back. Oh, no.